Yes, y'all. You're now tuned into another episode of the Big Cats Podcast with your host, His Excellency,
the MAHDI Effect.
You know how we do, man. We back again.
Number one in DFW.
Yep.
You ain't heard from me. Anyways, today we are gonna cover.
We're gonna get into some topics.
Yeah,
opinions. It's been a minute since we did one of these with the craziness in the media.
Right. One of my favorite artists, man. I don't care what you say about the situation with Megan Stallion and Kelsey. He's still one of the most talented,
real talented
people that
brother,
come out
man.
of. You know, he can rap, he can sing. Anyways, he got stabbed.
Yeah.
Let's just cut straight to the motherfucking point.
Right.
He got stabbed.
You go ready?
Yeah, let me put him. He got stabbed and I'm coming in hot, man.
Let's go.
He got stabbed and
14 times.
Almost died. 2 lungs collapsed. Just seeing his dad come out on a press conference. It's insane, bro. Like in California?
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Dog.
We wishing him a full recovery. Shout out to you, Tory. Shout out to your family. I hope, you know what I mean, you can get through this time. I know that's crazy.
Let's get into the details of the situation. Tory Lanez was hospitalized on Monday after being stabbed at the California prison where he is serving 10 years for shooting fellow musician Megan Thee Stallion. Well, in a couple of days, we're going to see, or in a couple of weeks, we're going to see what changes after
with the new information.
The new information that came in. The bodyguard finally says that Kelsey was the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion, not Tory. Tory was just being a real nigga.
And there wasn't
taking the charge.
There wasn't anything really done at the crime scene to like really investigate it. The investigation was very poor.
Very poor.
That's crazy.
The Canadian rapper, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, is in fair condition after he was allegedly attacked by another inmate at a housing unit at the California Correctional Institution in Tehachapi around 7:20 a.m. local time, right when you're waking up. Crazy. A message posted to Lane's official Instagram account, which is how I found out, that night said he was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to the back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head.
Man, they were trying to take him out.
And 1 to the left side of his face. It said both of his lungs had collapsed, but his condition was improving. I don't know how, because that's insane, bro. You was trying to... Yeah, I seen the dude. He was really trying to kill that man. I don't know what he did to him.
You think this was a assassin for hire?
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that.
What do you
think? I
think,
think it would get that serious. Was it Rock Nation?
Was it Rock Nation? Because this was just the day before the information started to leak about.
This is horrible, bro. Like
crazy. I'm sure he was in Gen Pop because he requested it because he's doing a 10-year bid. You know,
10-year fucking bid, bro. He is not breathing on his own. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally in good spirits and deeply thankful to God that he's pulling through.
Yeah,
thank God, man.
Shout out to you, Tory.
Shout out to you, Tory. We want you alive and breathing, bro.
Yeah, we need to find out what really happened that night. And if this man is innocent, y'all need to let him out, and y'all need to
let him go.
Recoup him for the shit he for what he's lost.
The suspected attacker, identified as Santino Casio, has been placed in restricted housing pending an investigation. Casio is serving a life sentence with the possibility of parole for convictions including second-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder. Yeah, he about that life.
Assassin for hire. That's what I feel, man.
He has been sentenced to additional time for 2 in prison offenses since 2004, assault by prisoner with deadly weapon of force likely to cause great bodily injury in 2008, and possession/manufacture of deadly weapon by a prisoner in 2018.
Right.
Let's do a refresher of why Lanez is in prison. Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison in August 2023 after a divisive and high drama trial that ended with his conviction on 3 felony charges: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, possession of a concealed, unregistered firearm, and negligent discharge of a firearm. The charges stem from an incident that happened early one morning in July 2020 as Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion left a pool party in Los Angeles. Stallion, whose name is Megan Pete, accused Lanez of shooting her in both feet as she got out of the vehicle after an argument.
Is innocent.
You know, if he's
they
innocent,
need to do
let's do a
their
thorough
diligence and fucking really find out what happened. I mean,
right.
we always knew there was something fishy about that whole story. Remember,
Right.
we always talked about it.
Very fishy.
And I mean, there was this big rush because, you know, it was Megan, and, you know, everybody wants to think when something happens to a female, they're going straight for the man.
Innocent or whatever.
I'm not saying men are innocent of it, but like, yo, you know what I mean? It's not everybody, man, out here, you know, trying to do
after, you know, and let's just put it out. Megan did lie on Gail's interview of her.
Oh yeah, what
saying that she didn't fuck with Tory, but she, you know, she came out and said she did lie.
Right.
And she, you know, she didn't know she was gonna be put on the spot. So she lied. So it's one of those things was like, is it like all lies behind this whole thing? Like, is there a story behind it that we don't know?
I heard the story with this dude, one of these, I forget his name or whatever, but he was talking about, he was texting back and forth with Tory, and Tory was pretty much telling him in the text, like, listen, I took this rap for him. They all knew that it wasn't me, but I didn't want to see any women in jail, blah, 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 blah.
Right,
so
which means he was trying to be a gentleman, you know, upright, but in this situation, fuck no. Fuck no. Yeah. My freedom is worth more than any. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get a full recovery out of this shit.
Right.
Keep praying to God and
stay strong, brother.
Yeah, stay strong, bro. Stay strong. Stay out the way.
And I hope this goes in your favor and we find out the truth behind it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? If you really are innocent, man, I hope he gets out.
Yeah, get your justice out of this whole thing.
For sure.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Tory. Hopefully, you know, this just comes out to be better than he's ever anticipated in life.
Right.
All right, y'all. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Big Cast Podcast.